What are you doing?
Like, oh my God.
I don't even know what's going on.
Don't forget there are gift cards available at RitaYanez.com.
Hi there, Taurus. This is your monthly reading for the month of December 2015. How are you doing? Happy holidays to you. We've got a weird reading. It all works out fine in the end, but we have to address a couple of things. Here we start off the month with the atmosphere card of the Five of Swords. So you need to be careful with your friends, your possessions, and even your frenemies. So there's a little bit more of a risk with the adults that it could actually be an actual theft, an actual break-in. I suppose I didn't use the word with them, but I should have used like mugging. I don't want to frighten people to death. I'm just here to convey what it is that I believe is going on, what the signs look like to me. So with you, it looks like there could be a friend who actually does something that's almost blatant, like steals your phone to get your pictures, to do something. It could even be embarrassing. So take that for what it's worth and protect yourself. I've never met anybody who really ever hoped that their naked pictures would show up somewhere. These things, have happened, but we don't like to see people take their lives out of being bullied over something stupid like a picture, but we're out there trying to give the information to people to just remember to be very careful. And no matter what, even if the worst thing happened and somebody got some very unfortunate pictures of you out there, none of these idiots are worth losing your life over or giving it away for anyone else's sake. These things come and go and will never be remembered in the future again. Because if anybody were to hurt you, Taurus, trust me, they don't mean crap. I mean nothing. They're just worthless people that will not be a part of your life in the future. It may seem very dramatic and like it's the only thing happening in your life at the time of a crisis, but I guarantee you, none of us look back and think that there were too many things that were such a big deal back then. We might have, like me, I can think of one or two events that I think were definitive for me. But other than that, I've been able to place them back into perspective into what they really were. Child's play, things happening among children and adolescents. So with that said, guard your possessions, because it could be something as silly as you go to the bathroom in Target, and you think you're alone and you set your bag on the counter above a sink and you go to the bathroom and it's gone. So keep that in mind. It could be somebody very close to you. It could be a very close friend of a friend of a friend kind of thing, where you don't really know them, but you think they're supposed to be cool. And then you find out that they stole your iPod. These kind of silly things that happen. Week 2, we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. And so it seems like this could be the issue with the friend that you encounter the first week or so. Friend of a friend or a frenemy kind of thing. Or you didn't even know that this person was an enemy until they started acting like one. I would suggest that you keep it under control. This isn't the month, being somewhat of an accident-prone month, where you could get into an argument, point fingers at each other, and then one of you slips, and it would probably be you on some stairs and gets hurt. So definitely report any thefts or threats against you. You can always call the police, and they will be obligated, if you insist, on taking a report, even if it's just so that there is a record of what you said was happening. They might not do a whole lot of active follow-up if it's just a threat. Really depends on what the threat is. If somebody says the magic words, I'll kill you, or anything even indicative of bodily harm, the law enforcement is very, very up on this. And, there are detectives placed all over the internet to be able to sniff out these weirdos, including the pedophiles. You're talking to the one guy that you think is a I always say it right, a hot 17-year-old, and it ends up being a disgusting 45-year-old with a beer gut and hair growing out of his ears or something crazy like that. And so, of course, they're planted everywhere. There's all kinds of volunteers within law enforcement that do extra work just to protect us. So keep that in mind. It might not be that there's a full-blown breakup, you're never talking to your friends again, but it could be that there has to be a boundary set into place. Like where you say, look, I really love hanging around you, but I'm not allowed to hang around this friend of yours, because if my parents ever find out that that right there is a smoker, you know, and I'm not talking just about cigarettes, but dope or something stupid, that you're the one who could get in a lot of trouble. You have to be very honest to be able to stand up for yourself, but you don't have to actively turn this into some kind of drama. That's not like you anyway. Taurus people, you guys really don't like drama. I've never even met one that I could say that didn't have some heavy placement of either Leo or Cancer that I could actually say was overly dramatic and made mountains out of molehills. I tend to only see Taurus when they're going to be dramatic. Watch out, because it's probably going to be a nuclear explosion, but they are damn sure of what they're saying and what they believe in, right or wrong, and you wouldn't be able to budge them off of it anyway. So that's why I'm saying let this thing kind of come and go. Even though these are a little bit longer acting influences, it really isn't worth creating drama over. Week 3, we've got the Queen of Cups, so it looks like you've got somebody there. Could be a bestie, could be a girlfriend, could be sister, sibling, cousin, half-sister, whatever, but this is a female who is more than likely a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Somebody who's already very highly intuitive and might be the person that you can fact check against and say, look, I want to talk to you, but I don't want this to go anywhere else. Before I talk to you, can you guarantee me that you will not discuss what we're going to talk about here with anybody else? And she'll be like, yeah, what is it? And then ask her, say, you know, am I crazy? Or does it look like to you that this person's trying to get me busted, spreading rumors saying that I was smoking cigarettes behind the gym, knowing that if that something like that were found out, I'd be suspended. I would never be let off restriction. And, you know, shit, they're spreading rumors about me damaging my own lungs. You know, talk to this person, because she is somebody that could actually help soothe you and give you good objective opinions, as well as help steer you away from whatever those negative influences are. Week 4, we've got the Hierophant upright. And the Hierophant is talking about a very traditional kind of Christmas setting where maybe you're going to go back and visit some elders of yours, some relatives, or maybe elders in a church, something such as this. And it could just be that you're alone at home with your mom who's a single mom and there's no dad, and, you know, different scenarios such as that. And that you can be in a situation where it's very traditional, and it's always been that you and mom decorate the tree on Christmas Eve or at Thanksgiving dinner, whatever it is that you do, and that you just really pretty much want to stick with your tradition and your routine. It doesn't seem like you're really interested in deviating a whole lot from it. And with that kind of static in the background, and really, if somebody were to piss you off this month, it would probably be like worth a Jerry Springer cage match. It's probably not going to be good. So try to avoid that if at all possible, because it only brings down more problems on top of you. You don't want to start off the year with that. Let other people suck, and they can suck as hard as they want, as long as they don't go sucking in your yard. So week 5, we've got the Four of Swords upright, and this is a great indication that you will know what to do with these energies, that you will know how to make sense of the entire holiday season that December is. Maybe you're like some friends of mine that I grew up when I was a kid. This family would do their holiday shopping outside of Christmas. They would wait until all of the after Christmas sales, and then they would get the best deals on stuff that people paid like full price for. They went out at 4 o'clock in the morning on Black Friday or something to buy something stupid that ended up being the same price like a couple of days after Christmas. So just keep that in mind. It looks like everything chills out by the end of the month. It's probably not as easy a month, I think, for the adults. You guys are going to fare better, but in a sense, it could be a little bit more hurtful if you find out that one of your friends has been dissing you, or just not disrespecting you in your face, or like disrespecting you behind your back, and you find out through 5 other people. At that point, I want you to practice doing something very zen. Wash your hands literally in a sink. Get yourself some Dawn dish soap. Remember, Dawn cuts grease and friends that suck out of the way. And nobody's pimping me some Dawn, so don't think that it's that. I just love Dawn detergent. But just remember that this is one of those moments where you need to literally wash your hands of something. Use dish detergent, symbolically do the effort, go through the moves, wash your hands, scrub under your nails, dry your pretty paws, and then put some lotion on your hands and tell yourself that now you're clean and protected because you don't want anybody's drama. And if anybody's going to be dramatic, it's going to be you next year because you're going to love next summer. You're going to be the total divas. You're going to be the total studs. You guys are going to rock and roll. So don't waste anything on these people that really don't matter much more than, well, I mean, I guess they could matter in terms of like when, vacuum sucks the dog hair out of the carpet. Well, they have a purpose too, don't they? Maybe people who suck have a purpose.